unfortunately powerful genetics. Like the whole Willis clan, it's just like your mom's Demi Moore, your dad's Bruce Willis, you're a chick, and sadly you took after Bruce. Like, and it's really obvious. It's not okay. Same with who else? Who? Oh, there's a. Oh yeah, Billy Joel and Christy Brinkley. The daughter looks like Billy Joel.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
That's not good. Anyways,
did you hear that Staples is buying Office Depot for like $6.3 billion?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're trying to create one of those new super companies. They're going to combine Staples' renowned price gouging and inconvenient hours with Office Depot's famously horrendous selection and shockingly unhelpful employees. I can hardly wait. Staples and Office Depot, you go into those things and it's just like, yeah, $23 for a hole punch. That seems fair. Like, it's just like, because it's the only place you can go to get office supplies. Here's an uncomfortable chair that will run you about $253. It's just crazy.
Need a printer?
Going back to the Belichick thing. Yeah, going back to the Belichick thing. I'm looking at that photo now, and I wish I hadn't. It like actually makes me regurgitate a little in my mouth. Like I just threw up a. Oh, it's actually really gross.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah. Of either.
Belichick hasn't. Well, I think what he said was he didn't mean to kiss her on the mouth.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate turn on both of their.
Well, I think he just briefly mistook her for Tom Brady. It's really weird. What else?
Sport.
Yeah.
England approved 3 parent babies.
Yeah. The process requires 2 men who have healthy sperm and one woman who is a whore. A whore. Yeah. Actually, that's not true. That's really unfair. And I was like, okay, I'll bite. Why would anybody want to do this? What is the dealio? And basically, it's
cool.
It's a technique that'll stop genetic diseases being passed from mother to child. And it could be life-saving, and it could save people a whole lot of hurt and pain and money, too, when it comes down to medical bills and ultimately the loss of a child in a lot of situations. So it's basically, what's a way of putting this? It's embryo repair. And when you have an embryo, surrounding the nucleus of the embryo, the parent's nucleus, there's this stuff called mitochondria, and you can have unhealthy mitochondria. And what they do in this particular situation is they take the parent's nucleus out of the unhealthy mitochondria and put it into a new donor embryo. Then the donor's nucleus is removed and destroyed, and then you have the parent's nucleus inside healthy mitochondria, and it's all good, and you don't have a kid with genetic diseases. It's fascinating stuff. Never before have I come across anything that I was like, ooh, that's playing God.
Until it goes wrong once.
Yeah, no, it's just like, I mean, hell, it is playing God, but the problem is it'll take the period of someone's life to figure out if there's any real setbacks or any real problems with this situation. But it is fascinating stuff.
America's future voters.
Yeah.
I mean, England's
yeah.
Or whatever.
They don't vote. They have the Queen. Yeah. It's not that they vote. Go on.
Hillary Clinton tweeted that vaccines are an effective way to stop the spread of disease.
Yeah. To which the nation's population of insufferable idiots replied, I demand to hear from Jenny McCarthy. Jenny McCarthy is essentially responsible for the measles outbreak in America. Like, she really is. Like, she was the first to lead the charge of, like, don't vaccinate your kids. It gives them autism. And it's just, I'm pretty sure that's been proven to not be true. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I think there's now conclusive proof that that's not the case. But it's caused a bunch of people that think they're a lot smarter than they actually are to be like, I've thought about it and I just don't want to vaccinate my kid. And, I'm happy to have an unvaccinated child and bring back a disease that's supposed to be long since dead, like polio. But whatever.
Yeah, what happens when the first child that has measles right now dies? Like in the next couple weeks?
Zero? Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like, and look, clearly not a doctor, but everything I've heard from doctors who I trust more than Jenny McCarthy's and people that feel like they're smart because they went to Vassar or something and got a bachelor's degree of Vassar and think that qualifies them to decide whether or not we should have vaccination rates as low as South Sudan or Chad, which we do in parts of in very sort of fancy schmancy parts of California at the moment, and those vaccination rates are as low as they are in Chad or the South Sudan. I'll take my medical advice from a slightly more qualified source. Okay, thanks. Go on.
Valentine's Day spending drops once you get married.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also dropping once you get married, your wife's sex drive. Valentine's Day spending drops once you get married because, well, of course it does. What guy buys candy and flowers for a woman he now hates with every fiber of his being? Answer, not many.
I already bought the cow.
Let's make with the milk, sweetheart. It's dirty on lots of levels. Are you planning on any Valentine's Day specialness?
You know why?
Why?
Because astrologically...
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, it works.
How does she like it when you trot out this excuse?
Friday the 13th, the day before. It's unlucky to celebrate Valentine's Day, or at least think about it till the day of.
Oh, really?
Right, girlfriend listening? Right.
You go with that.
Or
you
it could be planning something like really fun.
Yeah.
Maybe
You're
not.
a creative guy. You like to get out there in the world, mix things up, do things, go places, and do stuff with your special lady. I think if there's anybody I know that's likely to come through with flying colors on Valentine's, I would say it's Funkhauser. But you're going to do it in a subtle and understated way, I would guess, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. Not some big meaningless gesture kind of guy.
Nah, that's kind of cheesy.
More of a action speak louder than words kind of dude.
I like mop the floor on Valentine's Day. Here you go. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Want to slide around on it in our socks? Because you can now.
Look at that shine.
Yeah. Shine's almost as bright as my love for you, sweetheart. Speaking of things that shine, called sweetheart, strippers in Oregon are lobbying state legislature for government-mandated work conditions. They want improved work conditions. There's this girl.
In Oregon, you said?
In Oregon, yeah. You lived in Oregon for a while,
More
right?
strip clubs per capita than any other state.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess this would be a good testing ground. I got to say, the girl, Elle Stanger, who's campaigning, like, you really can't tell anything from looks and outside appearances and things like that. But, well, it's like when people go in and they're trying to, I don't know, people that are trying to advocate for the legalization of marijuana. They always seem to be burnouts and fish T-shirts that interrupted their game of hacky sack to come in and testify in some way, shape, or form. Like, yeah, man, totally. It's an herb. It comes from the ground, man. And that's not who you want. You're not making a cognitive argument that people can appreciate because they're too busy laughing and pointing. And this Elle Stanger chick, at least in the photos that she's had taken around these articles, presents herself in a very professional manner, which right away, it's so funny because people want to ha-ha and he and be like, oh, stripper, there's going to be boobs or something like that. And no, she was smart enough to put on a pantsuit when she went in to do these things and has presented a rather intelligent case. She's been a stripper for 5 years. She's a leader of this movement mandating better work conditions for strippers. She says strippers at other clubs are working in buildings that are dilapidated and not maintained. She said, you have entertainers that could injure themselves from broken glass on the stage, poor wiring with the sound system. We just want these workplaces to set up a minimum safety standard, at least, which kind of sounds fair. I mean, if you want better work conditions, I think a great way to do that would be not be a stripper, get a different job. Because I've professionally, found myself in many a strip club, many a time, and never once have I gone, oh, what a clean, comfortable, well-looked-after workspace. Not once. Have you, Funkhauser?
Smells spring fresh in here.
Oh my God! Why do strip clubs always smell like a fart? They really do. In fact, I know why strip clubs always smell like a fart, because a buddy of mine is a general manager at a strip club, and I was like, "Dude, what is with the smell?" He's like, "One of the crack whores that got hired here before I had a chance to house clean is having her lady time, and she attempted to flush a tampon. Tampons don't flush, so therefore I am making her plunger her own work. That said, she's not that diligent in any of her work, so the place smells like hell." I was like, that's bad. I think that's why strip clubs always smell like farts. Have you ever been into? Oh God, you ever been into the dressing room at a strip club?
Yeah.
Oh, it used to be my job to go to this one strip club. And working for the radio station, I had to get the strippers on the phone, and they would, record something that would air of them going like, "Oh, come out and see the hottest butt naked chicks in all of whatever," and you go to do this where it's quieter in the dressing room.
Mirrors and dirt.
Mirrors, dirt. Lockers, fluorescent lights. Yeah, fluorescent lights. Not the best friend of these girls that I was forced to work with. Their best friends, darkness and distance. Anyways, it's an interesting one. We'll pick it up tomorrow, whether or not strippers deserve improved work conditions, or maybe they should just stop being strippers. I don't know. What do you think? Tweet us at ADSXE, at FunkFM. Have a good one.